Now is this working? Are we live? One, two, three, four. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's like 10 seconds behind. I think we're live again. I had to apologize. I really don't know what I'm doing on this stuff. Like my color looks off, everything. Let's see if I can fix that. I can do this maybe. Let's see, photography app. Monitor and control. I don't think it'll let me do this while it's connected, but let's see. No. I gotta turn that down and make it a little more. Yeah. Yeah, essentially, I want to go over a few things. I just wanted to go over, see how everyone was doing, basically. Chat about some stuff. You guys have any questions about the channel, myself, whatever, EDC gear? Let's chat. It's the whole point of being live, right? No, it's just a waiting game to see if anybody wants to join me. I'll annoyingly sit here clicking my little wrench. Just kidding. Yeah. Oh, can't see. Yeah, Nipex. These are pretty cool, though. They're almost too small for my likings. Like, I was going to... I think there's the 6-inch ones, and I think that might almost be better, but these will fit anywhere, right? So I kind of like it. But, hey, welcome along. Let's see. Yeah, I was just going to go over a few things. And I got some new boots, which is really exciting. Oh, and there he goes. This is so silly. I don't know if I'm going to do this. I wanted to see. Now I'm actually doing this. Okay, so it does work, I guess. I don't know how to do it. I honestly, this is like the first time I've even done this kind of stuff. It's interesting, but I don't think this is my type of my channel's niche necessarily. I don't know. I mean, it looks neat enough, but I need some more color back there. I don't know if I should have this on a different angle, or if I should just go back to being in front of my my typical spot where I shoot from. But I don't know. We'll see. It definitely needs something back there. I could always take the back wall down. There's just like a moving blanket to try and stop some of the reverberation, other than just like, you know, like the sound deadening panels and these little foam guys. It does help a little bit, but who knows? I guess you guys tell me if it sounds good or not, but I like it so far. But yeah, I think it does need something back there for the live streams just to try and make it a little more lively. And like I do have my colored lights that I could add, or let's just see. I'll actually drop that sound blanket, see if it looks better or not. Just on the other side of that, I have like my workout mirror. You can see there, my workout mirror, and like another lamp, like a little storage box and everything. But I usually, like I said, you can see the bar up top here. I have that moving blanket there just to stop some of the sound. Reverberation, that's the word. Yeah. Oh, except I'm the viewer, though, right? Let's see, that's probably no now. None now? I don't even know what I'm talking about. That does actually make it look a little nicer back there. Instead of just the moving blanket, I think. And then this light casting here, no, on the other side, here, I think it's from my fish tank. Or not even a fish tank, sorry, it's a terrarium. Yeah. I have a bunch of different, there's like 8 different species of plants in there, and then like isopods and springtails and everything, cleanup crew. It's pretty fun. It's a pain. There's a lot of maintenance to it, but oops, sorry, I'm bumping my mic here. That was another thing. I wasn't sure if this setup with this mic was going to be ideal, or I could always boom my other mic that I use for my typical videos. And I don't know which would be better for this kind of thing. But yeah. Pretty entertaining. If you guys aren't entertained already. Oh. Yeah, I was going to go over some new things too. Like these. I picked up some boots a little while ago, and these are WM Morby boots. They're great. They're Canada West is the manufacturer of them. They're handmade boots. They're really similar to like the Iron Rangers. Not necessarily Iron Rangers. Maybe the Blacksmith boots by Red Wing. But it's like a full grain leather, whatever. Really nice. I think it's a walnut tumbled leather. So it should liven up when it gets more wear. And I've got some shoe trees in there. It's full leather lined boot too. I really have been enjoying them, and it's the same sole as the Iron Rangers as well. And I don't know about you guys, but I really like that, wax canvas and leather and stuff like that. Real durable clothing and everything that kind of patinas. I really like when stuff can patina with age. But yeah. But anyways, yeah, it's a fun little thing. Go over, what else was I going to go over? Oh, my new jacket. I picked up a new jacket. So, cruising around, I found that LL Bean had a canvas jacket. And is very similar to the, who is it, Flint and Tinder? They have a wax canvas jacket. So this is very similar in style, but it wasn't a wax canvas. But I've waxed a few things, so I just waxed it myself. It's not as durable or as professional as the Flint and Tinder one would be, but I mean it's still a nice little line jacket. And the waxing did add some waterproofing, and it does make it a little bit warmer as well, just by adding some more ability to block wind and everything like that. Still breathes enough though. It's not like it's suffocating by any means. So I'm just going to go through close some programs here. So much stuff open. Yeah. So, pretty entertaining, I know. No, I'm gonna have to edit this stuff out. I don't know if I'll probably won't even keep this. I'll just turf it, but And today, what else have I got? What am I carrying? Typical. I've got my Vision FG. Dirty. It's actually in need of a good sharpen. I've stropped it a few times back to life, but it needs a good sharpening. I could probably use a good clean on it as well. What else? I don't think there's anything else new. I'm still debating on which pen I want to keep using. Today wearing the Ver C5 Field Black. And what else? Still rocking the Nutsack Speed Sling. I've been through this in a bunch of different videos, but yeah, I don't think there's anything new. Well, the only other thing that I changed actually recently was this. So this is just a cheap little driver, and it just takes the typical 4mm bits, and when I bought it, it came with the Torx bits, and I bought it specifically for my knives. But I figured, why not? I'm not going to use a T15, T20, whatever, T27. So I took all the extra bits I wouldn't use on my knives and emptied them and replaced them, with bits that I would use. So I put in like a Robertson bit, because we're up in Canada, we like to use those. And then a couple of different Phillips, and then I think a few different flat blades for fixing glasses and everything else. So I did that. That was fun. And it's nice and light. It's super compact. And it was dirt cheap. Like, I think this thing was $10. And then luckily I had the bits. Yeah. The only other thing I've been using, and I'm still trying to get a proper pen. So lately I've been looking at, what is it? The multi pens. This is like the 3-in-1s and 4-in-1s. But for the time being, holy, come on. I'll stick with the Uniball. I got the Uniball. These are the Visions. And I have a micro and a fine. And then I just have it in black and red. And I usually take my notes with the fine black. And then if I'm doing an update or whatever, I use the red. It's like kind of like a notes or an update to myself in my little notebook. And I would show you, but there's some not only private, but some confidential stuff in here I can't share with regards to work. So I can't show you the picture of the page, but you get the idea. I can always pull out a notepad. So yeah. So I guess this thing's so I'll take like a note, and then I'm like, obviously it's a little bit more organized than that, but I'm just goofing around. Yeah, what else? Not much else is new. Yeah, I don't know if this lighting is going to be up to snuff or anything either. It kind of makes my forehead look shiny. I just have a tiny little key light up here. Then I have my big A7 IV camera there. And then I'm obviously using my Scarlett 2i2 with the studio mic. That's a large diaphragm, or it's a condenser mic. I don't know if it's large diaphragm or not. But yeah. Oh yeah, another thing about the Knipex. So the 4-inch water pump pliers, I actually saw them on sale, and they were, I think, $10 off, which I've never seen. So I as soon as I saw that online, I put them in my cart, bought them. That way they wouldn't go out of stock. And luckily they're right by my work, so I've just picked them up later. Pretty good. I wouldn't normally have bought them, honestly. Like, they're not much different than any other plier in a sense. They're just so small and compact, but for such a small tool, they're still usable. But yeah, good. Yeah, I don't know what else to go through here. But the channel's doing well. You guys have been really great in my videos have been doing fairly well for the most part. There's a few of them that I don't quite understand. Like that one video I did, I'll just pull up my my studio here. The Olight videos seem to do really well, except for that Olight iMini 2. That seems to have just stalled. And I don't know if it's just YouTube and it's themselves or the algorithm just not pushing it, but whatever. It is what it is. I still enjoy making these videos, even if it's very few people who end up watching them. I just have fun with it. I love the editing. It's getting a little bit hard figuring out what to make, honestly, just for content wise. Like, I don't have an endless supply of tools or new gear or something. I don't have a steady stream of people sending me gear or items to review. And because I'm not monetized, everything is out of my own pocket. Like, all this gear, this camera, the microphones, the everything, like it's all coming out of my own money, or my own pocket, I should say. And I keep constantly upgrading all my gear. Like, just recently I bought what was it, the MKE 600 mic, shotgun mic from Sennheiser, and luckily I found it used, but still, like, that's another $300, and it just adds on to the bill, I guess, at the end of the day. But yeah, it is what it is. That's my favorite saying. Just, there's nothing you can do about it. It is what it is. Just keep going. Yeah. And then other than that, yeah. Still using my Herschel little RFID blocking wallet, my nutsack speed sling, my typical daily carry for the flashlight again today, especially Olight Arc Felt Pro. And the funny thing, like, this flashlight, I use it so much more for work. Not only pointing out things, because I'm always constantly showing, like, mechanical rooms and, like, showing different people, like, different items that's of concern or whatever. So I'll use the laser pointer. The UV light's really good for detecting leaks and rodent infestations and everything like that, and pet stains, which my dog's getting pretty senior, so it doesn't help all the time, but Oh, I got an email notification here. It looked like one of the affiliate things. Yeah, this YouTube stuff, like as interesting as it is, like just having a channel, there's so much more that goes into a YouTube channel than I ever thought. Oh, okay, well, that's fine. So now, yeah, like I can't believe how much, especially if you start wanting to like I can't just constantly be buying new gear every week or every 2 weeks or whatever. I just don't need it. I don't know. Like eventually, I'm getting really close to that 1,000 subscriber mark, and at that point, I'm gonna actually do a giveaway. Oh, let me see here, and that would be fun. So for the 1,000th giveaway, I don't know if I'm gonna get maybe a sling or I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I will come up with something, maybe a knife. I don't know. I can't. It's hard with knives because being in Canada, shipping over the border is very difficult. I have a lot of issues right now with the border patrol basically confiscating my knives, and I've had a few that got locked in. Um, yeah, I don't know. They're just sitting there. I don't know if there was a postage strike. I don't know if that has something to do with it. But from my research shows that they don't, even if it is a legal knife, they just confiscate it and say no, and it's really irritating. So maybe I'll pick up another pair of these, the Nipex 4-inch water pliers. Maybe I'll do something like that. But we're getting, like I said, we're getting really close. I'm just trying to find out here. Switch accounts. There we go. 987. See, yeah, we're really close. Excuse me. Yeah, we're getting close. It's 987. As soon as we get to 1,000, all I need to catch up on is the watch time hours, and then we can get monetized. And then I can actually start putting all that money, if I start getting any from AdSense or whatever, I'll start buying new gear and everything. And that way I don't have to rely on these guys sending me gear. And like I've been pretty lucky with some of it. Nutsack has been really good. Matador. Yeah, Matador equipment. They sent me a bunch of stuff. Who else? Yeah, Nutsack sent me 2 things. There's been a few little companies here and there. There's been plenty of them that have reached out to me trying to send me titanium box cutters and clips and everything like that. And like Alibaba sent me a request to review stuff. They said they'd give me a budget, and like I don't want to deal with it. It's all junk. I'd rather get real proper gear that people are going to use and I'll use myself, right? I don't want to show just a bunch of junk. It has to be good. It has to be gear I will actually use. So, I don't know. But it's really difficult as a small channel not making any money. It's hard to keep up with. But who knows? I'm going to put this up here. Why can't it go up here? Maybe that's why. I don't know which is better. Let's go. Nope. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to do all this stuff. Like, it's very difficult for me. I've never done these kind of lives before, so I'm still trying to work it out and figure out which is the best way to do this. But what is this? Would like to record. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Yeah. But the channel's doing well. I'm still enjoying it. I'm not getting burnt out really. I just have to find some new gear. Get some new things to show everybody. I think I have one video lined up. I'm just waiting on a package of a couple of t-shirts to show up from this company here. Actually, I'm not going to go over too much of it, but I've ordered some shirts from True Classic, I think it was, and they're really comfortable, but I find that the neck sits too high on me. So I reached out to them after, or no, they reached out to me. I left a review saying I don't really like the collar, and they actually sent me a gift card for the purchase amount that I made, and I ordered V-necks, so I'm waiting for those to show up. And then I'm going to do a rundown of like my favorite t-shirts and jeans and boots and stuff like that. Just some fun things like that. I see Jamie Fenn doing that. I think it's Jamie Fenn. He does a couple of things like that, and I actually really like those videos about the new fashion items and everything like that. Let's see, history. Josh Fenn, sorry, I said Jamie. Josh Fenn, he's really good. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that guy's channel, but he's really nice. It's pretty high tier stuff. Yeah. Interesting. What other channels? I don't know. There's a lot of channels I watch, but I'm still looking for more. I always like if you guys know anybody, if you have a favorite EDC channel or anything like that, put it in the comments or whatever. I'd love to check them out. Yeah. Concurrent viewers. Stream health. Stream is healthy. Analytics are crap because I'm useless. Let's see. Is there anything else I can do? No. Yeah, it was funny though. Like the last videos too. I'm just going to go over my thing here. So this microphone, I might actually. Oh, maybe I can do that. That's probably better. Now I gotta go this way. Sorry, I'm sure this is very irritating to listen to right this second, but I just want to get it situated properly. Give myself the best chance for audio quality. There we go. Now I can at least kind of move around. The only thing is I would like to get my camera almost more in the center. The only issue is this old steamer deck is very large. And it's basically maxed out on my little boom arm on my controller. The boom is maxed out on my tripod. Okay, studio. We can talk about all my the recent videos too. Oh, let's actually. Can I edit that? How do I do that? I don't know. Or do I have to wait? Highlight video, top chat. No. I don't know how to do any of this stuff either, guys. I'm sorry. I really am. But either way, I'm just going over like my recent content and any new gear. Please, though, do make a comment. Reach out if you have any questions about anything. I was quite surprised with the reception so far on my last video. Sorry, the favorite gear from 2004. There were a few things I wasn't sure about leaving off that list. I didn't know if I should get into clothing items. There's a few pieces of clothing that I really liked. A couple of t-shirt brands I really enjoyed. My new boots that I picked up last year that I've basically have taken over my daily carry, or my daily wear, I should say. They've been great. They're a Canadian made, handmade boot, Wellington or Goodyear Welt. Goodyear Welt, I think that's what it is. Yeah, they're very similar to the Iron Rangers. The only difference is they don't have the double layer on the toe cap. So I think Red Wings make, I think it's the Blacksmith that are very similar to that. The Blacksmith boots. And they're the ones that are very similar to that. And the nice thing about these, and the reason I went with these ones, is first off, the guy at the Red Wing store, he's like, yeah, why don't you go check out these boots? They're like $100 cheaper. I'm like, oh, okay. But they have a nice stacked leather heel too, which I really think is nice. It adds a little bit of design element to it. Yeah. We'll have to check it out. And like I said, sorry, this is my first time ever going live for anything like this, so. Oh, now my heat's going on. I wonder if I can do, let's see. Filters. Lock on hide. Excuse me. I have no idea how to do that. I was going to say, see if I have kind of like a denoising feature or something like that. I don't know if I do or not. I'll have to check it out. It's the first time ever using OBS and stuff like that as well, so I'm trying to figure it out on the fly here without looking like a complete tool. I don't think it's working though. Yeah. But it is. It's fun. What else did I say? The tiny flashlight video, I think I went over that earlier. It doesn't seem to be doing very well. I still am enamored with how many people have subscribed over the last year. I think in the first few years of my channel, I had like 300 people maybe. And then I kind of switched and I went to more outdoorsy stuff and cinematic style video. And like videos of my daughter and stuff. And it just wasn't catching any traction. Nobody was really watching it. And then I switched to EDC stuff. I'm like, well, what about this? I like pocket knives. I like everyday carry. I always have a multi-tool or always figuring this out or whatever else. And I tried that out and it had some success. And then I ran with it. And I've been going hard for the last at least 12 months with the EDC stuff on the channel. Which is good. I mean, I really do enjoy that. Let's see if I can. No, never mind. Yeah. Now, how How do I do this? Cancel, no. Cancel that, no. Sorry. Bear with me here. I'm trying to figure it all out. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. Just me sitting around. I had the day off. I fully expected to be home alone with or home with my daughter. She wasn't feeling well today, so I had the day, and she really wanted to go to school. She had after or before school care all day because it's a teachers convention here, and I took the opportunity to be home alone. And then I figured I was going to do a video, but I'm still waiting on a few things that would kind of round out the video. But yeah, excuse me. Sorry, this coffee has been kind of overly acidic. And maybe it's just me and the nerves. I've never done a live, so my mouth is all dry and my lips are sticky. Vomit out a sweater. That's funny. But yeah, we're gonna go over, and like I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I'm really happy and pleased with all the subscribers, and you guys have been so wicked with actually watching the videos, the numbers. It's funny because I've been looking at some of other kind of startup EDC channels, and there was this one guy's channel, I think it was About Things, and he had one video that really popped off, and it was just his pocket dump carry where he went through all his items, and he had this huge backpack full of stuff. There were so many items in there, but it gained so much traction, and it ran like tens of thousands of views or something like this. His numbers were skyrocketing, and he went from like basically nothing to like 700 or 800 subscribers. And for me, I was like, holy cow, like I want something like that. I would love to have a video pop off like that. And I put a lot of effort into the video quality, the camera, the lighting, everything. It doesn't quite translate with this view, but it's still, the camera itself is, $4,000 worth of equipment. But anyway, so he hasn't uploaded anything in 4 months or something like that, but he's still gaining like constant subscribers. And I don't know. I'm just waiting for one of these videos to pop off. You never know. But at the same time, he has videos that have gotten like 100 views or something. And don't get me wrong, I do too. Like, I as well have videos that have not performed well. And it's disappointing. It really is. Like, because you put a lot of effort and money into these videos, and all you want to do is share, basically. That's all I want to do, at least. I just want to share what's kind of cool, like stuff I find interesting. And that's what I've always done with my YouTube channel, is gone through stuff I find neat or am passionate about. Whether that's, videos of my daughter, or camping, or hiking videos, or trips in the backcountry with my brother. We had all that kind of stuff. And they've had varying degrees of success. But when you get a video and you post it and it gets like 100, 200 views, you're like, oh man. But with you guys, at least, for the most part, my videos I'm getting, I say 2,000 to 3,000 is pretty normal, which is incredible for me. I never thought that would happen. Concurrent, no, nothing. But this isn't a YouTube channel, or this isn't a YouTube creator channel. It's an EDC channel, I know. But I've been thinking about getting like as many flashlights as I have, especially Olight. I have been really going hard on Olights lately, and I don't know if it's just the color or the build. Like, the first one I bought, I really enjoyed. So when I picked up the clip and the mini, I really enjoyed them. But I really did like my very first EDC. Oh, excuse me, sorry. My first EDC flashlight was the Streamlight, the Streamlight Micro, and it's just a simple back tail switch on off, like nothing to it. It's super simple, and it runs a AA battery, or is it no, a AAA I think on this one because it's quite small. But I really enjoy this flashlight. It lasts quite a while. It's not the brightest thing in the world, but I wondered if I could get like a rechargeable cell for it or whatever and see if I could push the output on it. But they also do have the USB-C rechargeable one. I don't know. I don't know if I really see much of a benefit in getting that. And then, yeah. But again, I don't know. My wife's gonna have me committed if I end up spending more money on flashlights. Like I don't need any more flashlights. Now let's see. I wonder if I can move this thing down. Oh no, that's fine. I think that's close enough. I'm probably not clipping or anything. That's good. Oh, 10 views. Look at that. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, honestly, this does, it might not sound like it, but every time, even if somebody comes on here and watches, it means a lot to me. It truly does. Like, every comment, I read every comment, and there has been some nasty ones too, but I love the EDC community. Everybody seems to be really welcoming, and for the most part everybody's polite. It's like anything though, like I'm not gonna let that a few bad apples ruin anything for me. But anyways, yeah, I'm just putting away my little pens here in my satchel no, sling bag. What the hell was that? But I'm going to reach out to Nutsack too. I think they have that, what is it, the Double It Min pack or pouch? I really enjoy that. I want to get my hands on that one as well. But I love this wax canvas. Like, they have the waxed, or no, so the Double It Min pouch from Nutsack. I would really like to get the leather one, I think. Not only just to change it up a bit, but leather is such a nice material. And I've gone on a kick with it lately, so. I have never had more than one person on this stream. What time is it? 1:30? I don't know. I'll give it another couple minutes if anybody wants to jump on or have questions. I should have said rename this Ask Me Anything or whatever, but oh, reactions? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I should have named this something different. I should have named it like Ask Me Anything or Let's Talk EDC. I don't know. That's neat. And I haven't had any feedback. Like, how does it sound? What does it look like? Is the picture quality any good? Can you guys hear me well enough? Excuse me. I guess I can always watch this back. I can always make it private, I guess, maybe, and then watch it back. I don't know. Like I said, this is all new to me. All new to me. Yeah, that was another thing too. I've been trying to collect brass items, and I'm sure you guys have maybe seen this one in the background of some of the videos. but my wife bought me this, and it's just like a fuel lighter. And it has a little slide up on it. I don't have any fuel in it right now. It already dried out. That's the only reason I don't like carrying those kind of lighters, and I don't smoke or anything anymore, but I like the brass. I've been looking for, there's the B3 Aviator multi-pen, I think it is. And I think I've seen it on max level EDC, and he had stripped the paint from it, and it was a brass barrel on the pen, full brass barrel. And ever since I've seen that, ever since I saw that on the video, I wanted to pick one up. Because that pen is unreal. Like, it's such a nice looking pen, especially when it's brass and it starts patina, or the patina starts coming in. I think that would look really good. Not to mention the black and the red ink on top of the mechanical pencil, which I love writing with pencil. I think that's my favorite media. Just for the simple fact that if I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so if I make a mistake, I want to be able to erase it. I don't like just scribbling it out or crossing it off. I hate that. Yeah, I don't know. I could go. I don't know if I can. Extreme. That's terrible. Yeah, who knows? I've been on here for 52 minutes already. That's crazy. I've had 10 views. That's not bad, honestly. Because, like, in my typical videos I think in the first hour, it's usually, I don't know, maybe 20 views, I guess. And not everybody, I realize, is going to be wanting to watch lives. I never did. I didn't like watching live videos for the longest time, until I realized how much fun it can actually be. Like the guys, you get to know people almost. But that's at least on, especially for gaming stuff. Like I don't know why. It's so strange to me. What is this? What is on my hat? But yeah. I like the gaming stuff. I was watching, I think it's Oats and Goats. I think that's what the channel. Yeah, no, I've been watching a lot of it. It's Oats and Goats on Twitch and YouTube actually. And he's a speed runner for Super Metroid, and oh god, I loved that game when I was growing up. Like when it came out, I remember like going over to my buddy's house and playing it, and I was like, wow, this is the best game ever. I thought it was so interesting. It's so different from anything I've ever played, but that's not why we're here, though. Yeah. In the end here, this is just me rambling on to my camera. I don't even know what else to do. But EDC, what do you know? And like, I don't know what else to stuff I haven't gone over. Another thing I've been looking for, and like I don't need a lighter by any means, but I like having one at least in the car. And usually a Bic is fine. Like it's so reliable. I love Zippos, and I have this. Well, many of them, but the fuel always dries out. I've tried Ranger bands. I've tried tape. The best thing is to either keep it a separate bottle, or I want to get the butane insert. But for some reason where I am, it's hard to find for a reasonable price. You can get them on Amazon, but it's like twice the price that they should be. And I don't get it. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. But I think that would be an ideal um, compromise, apparently, I guess. Yeah, it'd be a nice compromise for something like that. What time is it now? So we're at 55 minutes. I'll give it another couple minutes. 5, maybe 10 minutes. And then I'll shut it down. And what else can I go over here? A couple months since I picked up the new iPhone. That's been really nice. I think I've been using it for the overhead shot on my videos here, and it's been good. The Apple stock cameras app or whatever has been problematic. It's been messing up with the colors and something, like really oversaturating them. So I have to keep remembering to use the Blackmagic app, and that's much better control over the camera. So yeah. But what do you guys think? Like, I don't know. What do you know? What do you know? I don't know. I gotta improve my posture too. I'm sitting like a slouch. But oh yeah. Getting old too. Midlife crisis here mode. But at the same time, it's fun. I don't care. What else can we go over? I don't know. Another thing I've been wanting to do is, I know I have that one little Matador sling / hip belt, but I wouldn't mind picking up one that was a little bit more substantial, or at least something with a better strap. Yeah, I don't know. I think hip belts would be a little bit more inconspicuous, maybe. Is that the word I'm looking for? Just the sense where you can kind of put it on, go, hide it under your shirt, whatever else. I don't know. I'm always on the lookout for new bags and better bags and innovative features. I still think maybe something, I think Alpaca makes some where you can actually remove the straps, take the straps off. That way, I think you almost use it as, I think it's an admin pouch. But either way, I think that would be really neat. The admin pouch would be cool, just because if it does have the ability to take the strap off, you could just take it off, carry it with a little handle. I think that would be almost the way I want to go. I love having a sling, but sometimes I just want to grab it and go, and then you get this, like, especially with the nutsack, because even this thing doesn't have any way to remove the strap, or even a speed connect for it. But whatever. I do really love that bag, so yeah. It's crickets, eh? Just crickets. Is it too quiet? Let me see. I wonder if I can bump this up a little. Is that better? 1, 2, 3. I don't know. You guys tell me. If anybody comes in here, please do me a favor. Tell me how the audio is. Is it too loud? Is it just good enough? I don't want to clip either, but filters. Let's see. What are these? Oh, there is noise suppression. Okay. That's good to know. All right, well, I don't know. I've been on here for an hour. I've had 11 people stop by, apparently. I think I was one of them. So it was fun. I don't know. Comment below. Come chat. Oh, there we go. It's a little easier off my ears. It's hot down here. Yeah, I don't know. How does it sound? I think it's better now that I turned it up a little bit. I think it might be still a little too quiet, but I'm running out of room on my interface here to turn the volume up. Hold on, let me get my... Let me use my new Nipex water pump pliers. I can turn my volume up with some reach. There we go. I think that might be it. I don't want to clip, like I said. And now I'm floating on the levels where I might, so... But who knows? What do you guys think? What's new and exciting in everyone else's world here, really? Like, talk to me, guys. What's your favorite thing? What's your favorite new piece of gear that you've received or picked up in the last year? My absolute favorite? Ooh, that's a tough one. I think the most surprising piece of gear for me had to have been the sling. Not this one necessarily. Like, it could be any of the other. I think I have like 3 or 4 slings now. I didn't realize how often I wanted to use a sling or how often I was going to carry a sling. It's surprising to me that I wanted to carry that much more gear. Like before, I didn't like having too much on, but I would have like my Leatherman or something with a flashlight in the side and a couple of bits and some T-shank saw blades and everything like that. But then I started finding that it was bulky on my hip and I was weighing my pants down and everything like that. But like, it's such a durable tool. I liked having it. So then I've always been kind of big on knives, and including, I got to the point where I made my own, especially my fixed blade knives. I made my own fixed blades. I don't know if you guys do this either, but in my little thing, I stuff one of these in there as well. And this is just a glue stick, a hot glue stick. And if you have a lighter, you know how many things you can repair with a little piece of hot glue? Like, it works so well. And it just sits inside the case here. My multi-tool still fits in there and everything, but then I have the extra capability of having that little piece. I usually keep one in my med kit too, just in case, but it's great for like if you ever rip your jacket or something, like if you're wearing a down jacket and you rip it and then you start losing feathers. Obviously a piece of duct tape or Gorilla Tape will work really well, but the hot glue is a nice fix as well. What is that? Is that part of the manufacturing? Huh. I just noticed on these little pliers. Oops, sorry guys. On these little pliers here, there's a couple of like little marks right down there. Well, the circles there, yeah, you can see them. I wasn't sure what it was. It looks like it's something to do with the casting, but I don't know if it's something to do with the lineup of it. But either way, one thing I've noticed on these things is that gnarling on the handles is pretty aggressive in a good way. Like you can really feel, especially the made in Germany, you can really feel that in your hand. And it's nice. It gives you a little bit more leverage to really grip on it. But yeah, I always thought like Nipex were always really good. I knew that it's a quality tool, but I actually asked my brother, he's a automotive mechanic. I'm like, what's one pair of pliers you would take if you could only have one? And he actually brought out, he's like, these new ones here, and they were a pair of Nipex. So as soon as he said that, I was like, all right, I'm gonna get one. And obviously he wasn't talking about these 4-inch water pump pliers, but yeah, it was good. What is going on here? Oh, current views. Sorry, I lost them. Talk to me though. How's it sound? Oh, that's another thing I've been doing. So I can't remember who was, some baseball player, retired baseball player. I keep getting videos suggested on my TikTok feed that he has these quick workouts, like 15-pound dumbbells or 30-pound dumbbells or whatever, and he goes through these little workouts. And for the last couple months, I've been actually doing it. It's pretty good. It keeps you strong. It's a lot easier. It's quick. It's like 10 minutes. That's it. Full body. All right. I've had enough. It was fun. My first live experience. I doubt I'll see another one of these. It's interesting. Just the channel's too small. I'll try it again later when I get a few more. What am I trying to say here? When the viewership is up, I'll try this again. But I think for the time being, my channel's just so small. These lives just aren't gonna cut it. I don't think. I have no idea how it sounds or anything. I need some feedback on that kind of stuff as well. So I know it probably looks okay. The camera is pretty decent, so. But I'm curious to see how the sound goes and how it's actually working. And I don't honestly, I mean, this was very seat of the pants kind of thing. Like this was not planned. I didn't plan it. I set the gear up just to see if I could. And I guess that's it. I had nothing planned really. I was going to talk, if there's anybody on listening, I was going to talk about the new Nipex pliers, 4-inch water pumps. I was going to go over my Canada West WM Morbly boots or whatever the hell these things are. Where are they? WM Morby Canada West boots. These are the 2801s. Yeah, I was going to go over these boots and like my waxed canvas, or well, canvas jacket that I waxed. But even then, that's if I was going to get anyone viewing and like watching this stuff. Because I haven't really. Whatever. It seems kind of pointless at this point. My channel's still a little young, that's all. But I do appreciate everybody that did come in or will be watching in the future. I guess this is apparently you can save these and rewatch them later on. I don't know. I guess if that's the case, I probably should have been a little bit more detailed with my discussion, I suppose. How much I paid for the boots, where I got them. Like, I think I paid... all I know is they were $100 less than the Red Wing Iron Rangers. And I did pick them up at Red Heart Workwear, I think it was, in Calgary here. Yeah. They've been really good. I've had them for 4 months. I did buy shoe trees for them and some nice leather protectant and conditioners and stuff like that. What else? The Nipex pliers I got for... I think they were 25% off or something, or 20% off. That's why I picked them up. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have. But there was at Calgary Fasteners, which is, I think, is just I think they, for every local market, they name it something different. But I don't know. You can get those anywhere, though. I'm sure they're even on Amazon. They just weren't on sale. G'day. How are you? You in? How's the sound? Oh, you're gone. Oh, shit. And just like that. Live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Well, isn't that nice? Abide by your community guidelines. Okay, I know I keep saying this that I'm going to leave, but I've been on here for an hour and 12 minutes, almost 13 minutes. It's fun. What else? Where did I put my knife? Oh, it's in my pocket. I did put my knife in my pocket. I was going to carry I have a Kaiser Feist. I was going to put that one in my pocket today, but for some reason that knife, it's so uniform in which side and front and back and top and bottom. There's been a few times where I've almost put my hand on the actual blade itself. Sorry. How's it sound? Not seeing anything here. But yeah, I've been waiting for a Kaiser. They were supposed to send me a Feist? No, Militaw. A Militaw knife. And I was really excited. That was like the full-size Militaw. But it got hooked up, or they stopped it at the border, and I don't know if they're not processing it, or maybe they're really far behind, but it doesn't look like I'm going to get the knife, which is unfortunate. I've reached out to them and I've asked them for further clarification. It's not an illegal knife by any means. It's still within all the guidelines of Canada. It's the size, the action, everything. There's nothing illegal about that knife. And I don't know why it's being held up in customs. Huh. Excuse me. Sorry, my lips are bugging me. I gotta get my lip balm. Good thing I have a trusty bag here full of my goodies. That's the only thing about this. It's not the easiest thing to get in and out of sometimes, that molly webbing inside the back. That's where I stick my my chapstick, is right in here. But it kind of makes it difficult to get in and out of sometimes. But at the same time, whatever, I love it. Yeah. And it sits right next to my I'm sure I've been through all this stuff before as well. But like, it sits next to my fancy DIY brass pry bar. And that's another video that I had on there that didn't do well. I thought for sure, I had so much fun making that video, the brass pry bar video, that I was certain it was going to do well. That brass and it didn't do as nearly as well as I thought. I don't know if it was the editing style, or just the content itself. The brass pry bar I thought was going to be way better. And it's a nice little pry bar too. Like, it turned out really well. It's got some heft to it, and it pries. Like, the nice thing is, I didn't put like the what is it? The bottle opener notch in it or anything, because quite frankly, it's not hard to open up a bottle with the end of a pry bar, or the other end of a pry bar, or a lighter, or anything. The edge of a table. I don't like the look of them. I just think it would just catch up on things anyway, so I never bothered putting it in, and I'm glad I didn't. But yeah. But the bag itself is, and that's another thing actually. I think I maybe mentioned this in one of my videos about the was it the InCharge 6? And I stopped using it at one point because it wasn't getting proper signal for some reason. And I found that these connection points here were a little loose. So they kept dropping out and losing the connection on it. And I found that if you take this part here, push it in. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But this part here, and you squeeze those ends in, it gives it a little bit more clamping strength. My apologies. Gives it more clamping strength, and then it stops it from actually pulling out. So now it actually works really well. So that's made its way back in my bag for sure. And I'm really glad with that, because I really wanted that to work. Now, luckily, I've been able to upgrade my iPhone, so I don't need the lightning capability, but I still have the need for lightning because my daughter's iPad and everything else. It's nice to have that feature still. So I like the 6-in-1. It's still really nice. And the fact that it's a data change or transfer cable as well. Like, I use this thing all the time at work to transfer photos off my work phone, which is an iPhone, an older iPhone, and uses the lightning. And because it's data transferable, it'll allow me to do that, as well as charge, obviously. So that fixed one half of my charging problems that I had. The only other thing I don't think about is this that battery bank I bought. And this was just that cheapo one. And I'm sure they're made out of... There's a whole bunch of different manufacturers. This is the Vagar one. And it works well. It's a 10,000 milliamp hour, but for some reason it doesn't charge certain devices. It would struggle to keep charging, so you'd have to like constantly like turn it on, hit the button or something. So I don't know if there was something that wasn't getting proper feedback with the cable, or if it was the device itself. It wasn't sending a feedback loop. I don't know. I'm not an electrician by any means. I'm certainly not a doctor. But yeah, I don't know. the only other thing, what else can I go over? I already went over my little screwdriver, but that little guy here, just a little 4mm Torx bit, but I just recently took all the unused Torx drivers out of there and put in like some standard Phillips and flat blade, as well as a couple of Robertson. Being Canadian, we run into those quite often. Excuse me, I'm getting a frog in my throat here. What else? What can I go over? Yeah, the Nipex pliers, the 4-inch water pliers have been great. What other things have I recently discovered? I don't know. How's everyone doing so far? Anyways, how does it sound? Does it sound pretty good? Can you guys hear me? Am I loud enough? Still nothing. I wonder if I'm just in the background. Either way. I did find out this is that Dingbats journal I bought. And I've said, oh, good. Hey, Todd, welcome to the channel. That's awesome. My first comment. So the Dingbats journal, it has those micro perforated pages. And I found that I don't even know how I'm going to be able to show this, but these things are right in here. There's very few, they're like almost segments. There's probably 10 pages per segment. And after you're done and you've torn through all 10, if you take your pocket knife, you can kind of chip away at it and remove the excess spine, I guess you'd call that. And it just cleans it up a little bit. So like right in here, this is what I'm talking about. After you tear them out, that's left behind. And it was driving me nuts, especially at the front of my book, because every time I open it, I would see it. But now that I've found out that they're in little segments, I can actually deal with it that way, which is nice. Yeah. And then what else? What else was new? I think I upgraded my my Altoids tin. I was going to put a Ranger band on there, but for some reason I couldn't find where I put my inner tube, so I just had an old broccoli elastic. I put that on there because it's getting pretty full with certain things, and I can't remember if oh yeah, this is the thing I added, a little birthday candle, because it recently was my daughter's birthday, and we had an an abundance of extra candles either way. So I figured, well, I'm going to take one of those and put them in my little Altoids tin. And I'm glad I did. But now my tin's getting pretty swollen here. So I wanted the elastic band on there just to make sure it stays shut. Yeah, good. Oh, what else did I put in there? Now we're in the heart of winter. Another really great thing to carry I found is these Hot Hands hand warmers. These things can be a lifesaver. They're so nice just to have. They're completely one-time use, which is good and bad, I guess. But these ones, I bought a pack, or maybe I was gifted a pack of these, a box, and I think I had like 10 pairs of the hand warmers in there. They expired, let's see, 2021. But you can see, still work just fine. They're great. Like, if they go bad, you can really tell. I think they actually get hard. And I have had that happen. Usually when that happens, it's because something tore into the package. And as soon as air is allowed, the chemical reaction completes. And I think that's what actually heats them up. But, yeah. All right, I think that's all set up and put away. Get my little Nipex pliers. Sorry, I'm out of camera view here. I'm just fiddling around with my my sling bag. Sorry. There we go. And what else? What's new? Nothing really. Let's see here. I want to see. I have no idea. This is all new to me too. Like I said, this is my very first live stream. Oh, look at that. I got a like too. That's great. Thank you. I think I'm going to start blushing. No, it's fun. This YouTube stuff it's really interesting. Like we're getting close to 1,000 subscribers and everything. And I can't remember. It's 987 right now. That's my live count. Oh, I'm glad to hear. Thank you. I didn't even realize like I've had the capability to do these forever basically, but I've never actually thought to do one until today. I was just sitting around and I was wondering, I'm like, I gotta make a video, but I didn't have a certain item that I wanted to actually feature. So instead what I did was like, oh, let's see if I could even set up a live. So I took one of my little accent lights and put it here for a key light because I can't move my big key light over here. It's too large. It is on a stand, but it would have just been really difficult to manage. But then I put this little key light there, put a few things here, and then like normally I have my sound blanket there, but it just looked too dead in the background. So I took it down and now you can see my little workout mirror and everything like that. And it adds a little bit of character. You can see me waving back there. Yeah, so that's been fun. And I've been on here for, now, hour and 28 minutes now. That's pretty crazy. But it's been fun. I don't know. I wasn't going to do anything else. Well, this is, technically my studio. So, like, I have the sound deadening and everything. Yeah, where is it? Right here. Like, those are just those cheap little acoustic panels or whatever. And then this guy here, you can just barely see, and there's one behind the TV there. And those ones are DIY. I made those myself. They're like 2x4 frames with rock wool inside, landscaping materials. They really do kill some of the sound, the reverberations. But yeah. But yeah, I was just trying to find something to do for a new video. But like I said, I was waiting on one package to show up so I can complete the little trio I wanted to feature. But it's been fun. And this has been pretty fun too, actually. So it gave me something to do. I don't know. If anyone is around, they would have thought I was crazy. I've been talking to a camera for an hour and a half. But yeah, we'll see. I gotta, being that this is my first time too, I gotta figure out a way to kind of engage as well. Spark conversation. I'm not sure. I don't think I've even seen too many EDC channels go live, really. There's a few I've seen like at, let's see here. I'll open a tab. There's a few channels I definitely do like to watch. Let's go to history. I don't even know if I can share this or not, but Josh Fenn, I really like his stuff. He does a lot more stuff with Best Damn EDC. Yeah, he's pretty good. Oh, is he live? I just got on his Discord too, and I've never really been big on Discord, but I'll try that out too. He's such a big channel. Like, a lot of his stuff is very high quality, but he has a team doing all that, a lot of his work with him, right? And he's in there every day. Like, I watched the last video where he was explaining, like, he was getting kind of burnt out and he wanted to change up his style. But for me, just one guy sitting alone in his basement, right? Yeah, he does design a lot of things, which is interesting. Like, I would love to get into that kind of stuff too, but yeah, Josh Fenn, who's that? Let's see. Let's go to my subscriptions here. I should almost try and set up a favorites of that kind of stuff. Barbarian Brawny. He's been pretty good. He's a smaller channel too. I like him though. He comes up with some pretty neat stuff. A lot of the knife channels, Neves Knives and Metal Complex, I really enjoy. I mean, who doesn't like watching knife videos? And those guys are so knowledgeable. It's hard not to find it entertaining. But yeah, and then trying to think of the other. There was a couple of other channels I really like to watch. Like John Gadget, obviously he's good. Tri-State. I'll have to look at that one. Tri-State, yeah. Why can't I think of the one guy's name? I'll go to my history because I know I watched him just like yesterday even. He always does like breakdowns of like deals, Amazon deals and like certain day deals, and why can't I think of it? Oh, Marine X. Yeah, geez. My apologies. Not that he's watching, but Marine X is really good. I like him. Some of it, obviously. Like there's not a single channel you're gonna like every video they make, but that's fine. And then I'm trying to think. Yeah, John Gadget I really like. Who else? I gotta figure out. Yeah, that's true. He does. And like, there's certain things he'll do, and he's like just like making coffee, and like I guess it's keeping him. I don't know. Maybe that's a good idea. It's something that's keeping somebody engaged. I guess that's nice. But I'm trying to think now. Who else? John Gadget. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't? But like, I did that one, a video actually about that portable espresso maker. That was actually really good. And ever since I got that, the company reached out and they sent me that thing. But they reached out, sent me that, and I've never drank more espresso in my life. I've been using it so much more than I thought I would. And like, we brought it out, my brother and I brought it out camping in like -20. Like, it was cold, but it worked well. Who else here? Marcus O'Brien. I like him too. He's another guy that I really enjoy. He's got a very laid back style. It's kind of entertaining. I'm going to have to check out that Tri-State. I should make a note of that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah, Marcus O'Brien, he's good. He went through a bit of a burnout too, actually. Dutch Bushcraft Boys. Yeah, there's quite a few bushcraft channels I watch too, actually. I do like there was a, like, I'm trying to think of it now. Like Joe Robinette, I used to really like watching his stuff. And he unfortunately got injured and he's been back on the mend, but he used to do a lot more bushcrafty things, and it was like out to the bush and build little structures, and I used to really like that. And it actually got me into not only the bushcraft, but the actual YouTube stuff. I'm like, well, if he can do it, why can't I? It didn't quite have the same success as he did. But yeah. High Consumption, that's another one I really like watching too. Haze Outdoors for camping stuff. Yeah, the accident video is pretty wild. Like, it's really unfortunate, but it just goes to show too the importance of PPE and proper safety equipment too, right? Because by the sounds of it, I'm not 100% sure, but it sounds like he wasn't wearing a helmet and everything. So, but it is what it is. I can't really comment on that because I don't know enough of the details, or I don't know him personally, obviously. But yeah. And what else here? Well, yeah, and I don't know any about that either, but that's definitely not, that's never something that people should be trying to do, right? Even if it is just a leisure craft, like, that's never smart. But everyone makes mistakes. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see. Marine-X. Max Tech. I have so many subscriptions on my channel, or on my YouTube here. It's hard to even say. Like Project Farm, I love watching his stuff. It's not necessarily EDC, but it is tool related. But yeah, I like him. I've bought quite a few items with his recommendations. So like everything from like the jumper packs in my car. I bought one of the I think it's Gulu or whatever he did. Yeah, so Project Farm, that's the guy. He does a lot of like comparison videos, and he's completely non-biased, and like he buys all the gear himself. Nobody sends him, I don't think nobody sends him things or anything, but he just rates them, places them up against each other, and yeah, it's pretty good. And he'll give you a breakdown, like a pie chart, or not a pie chart, but like a spreadsheet afterwards of like how everything fared, and it's interesting. Yeah, okay. Let's see. And then there's another couple guys, and like for fun stuff too. I always like the like Steve Wills or Wallace. Like he does like a lot of what is it? Stealth camping and stuff like that. Yeah, he's very good. Like that Project Farm guy, he's very good with the with how thorough he tests everything. Camping with Steve, that's it. Yeah. Yeah. He's good. It's entertaining. I'm trying to think of other one like TA Outdoors. I really liked him. Yeah, there's some pretty good one. Mav, I love Mav. Yeah, good kid. Yeah, he's living the dream. That guy, eh? Like, all those fun little toys, all the cool campers, and like really nice setups. It's definitely some envy creating content there. Yeah, I like him. Yeah, he puts in the work. I'm sure he does. Oh, the Japan trip. Oh man, that was, yeah. I spend a lot of time on YouTube, so I'm not just a creator, I'm a member too. Yeah, the Outdoor Boys are good too. There's a lot of camping ones. Survival Lily, I used to watch a lot of. Um, but then there's all sorts of stuff like that. Just trying to go through my list here. Yeah. Excuse me. Oh, whatever. That seems to be the trend, though. They were talking about it. Actually, I listen to a lot of AM talk radio because I'm an old man now. they they were saying that the demographics between 16 and 24, I believe, aren't even buying cable anymore. They're just watching YouTube, and it totally makes sense. Hey, thank you. Yeah, it's getting pretty close. We're getting real close. Yeah, we have cable, or we have basic cable, but the only reason we had that is because my wife had worked for a company that, how do I put this? She was working for a media company, and they were offering her a discount on certain packages. So we've always just had it, but then she switched companies, and we were no longer offered the package, but we already had locked in for like a 3-year contract or something. So as soon as that's done, we'll get rid of it. Like, there's no point. I do like live sports, but there's better options now. So, but yeah, it's pretty good. And like, there's other things like other guilty pleasures too for YouTube's creators. Like, I watch a lot of card ripping channels, especially like I was into hockey cards. I've always been into hockey cards, and I was big into that. And I've been watching, like, there's a few channels, like, I'm trying to explain it here, but I do watch that. Let's see here. Oh, nice, Bell. Yeah, I think that's who my actually I think that's my wife's parent company now too. Yeah, card ripping's fun. I like it. Watch. I even actually at one point on my channel I was gearing up to do that. Like, I actually made, I think, 17 videos about me ripping hockey cards. It was fun, but do you think EDC videos are expensive to make? Holy. Yeah, like Ziri, I think that was the big one I used to watch. Just like, so if somebody buys like a card or a pack of hockey cards or something, they open it on camera and then they show you what they get, and it was it was like gambling without having to pay for it. So yeah, like pack openings and stuff like that, and it's funny because now it's starting to suggest like Pokemon cards and stuff like that. Yeah, it's kind of like an unboxing essentially, but it's entertaining. Okay. I got into, there was a lot of um, tool maker videos I was watching too, and like knife making and stuff like that. It was like, I think, geez, 2020 I got into, maybe it was even before that actually. It was what was that show? Forged in Fire. That's right. That got me back into the knives collecting, so I started making my own. So I built a little forge and got an anvil and everything in the garage, and started hammering out some steel. Made a couple of fixed blades, and I still use the first one I ever made. I still use it every time I camp. It's pretty good. I don't even know where it is. Well, it's in my camping gear now, but let's see. Oh, wow, it's almost been 2 hours now. What time is it? Ah, we're good. Still got lots of time. We'll have to eventually get out of here and go pick up my daughter, but actually, I guess it's Valentine's Day too, isn't it? All right. Well, on that bombshell, I wonder if I should get my bottom in gear here. I still got to go and pick up some flowers. But anyways, Todd and everyone else, thank you for checking it out, the live stream here. It was fun. Certainly made it more interesting, that's for sure. So I really do appreciate it. Thank you. And it was really good chatting with you guys, so I think that's it. And then, like I said, I should be shooting for the next video. I think I'll probably shoot maybe not this week. It might be a week later, just with the Family Day holiday coming up. I'll have to probably wait, but we'll get some new content out, so keep an eye on it. Yeah, you too. Have a good day, everyone. How do I do this now?